Hey, it's good to be back with you guys. It's, I don't know what date it is. It's Saturday. A lot of drama happened. That's what I wanted to say, a lot of drama, but I can't remember. I just DoorDashed. Whatever, that's boring. I made $14 in an hour and a half active, 2 hours total. So, if I pay for gas, I didn't even pay for my cigarettes this morning. I'm like $1 or $2 short on the cigarettes, but I'm smoking a pack a day. I'm outside of Walmart. I gotta buy victuals for 2 nights in the far forest, the second national forest I'll be camping in. And I won't be able to do a long sojourn there next week because I have this Wednesday doctor's appointment interrupting my 3-day, 4-night planned stay over there. So I'll be splitting it up, but I'll still get out there for a second time next week. Oh yeah, the drama. My ankle sprained, like bad. I did 2 dashes and the second one was up apartment stairs. And it hurt. It hurt yesterday in line at Chipotle. I switched from my work shoes to sandals and my ankle started tightening up. It's quite swollen. It's like a top ankle sprain, top of foot, front ankle. See, my back was hurting a lot from sleeping on my car and sleeping on flat ground or just like bare ground. I have this thermarest, but it's air and it's so thin. I either need a foam one, or in the long run, I need to clear out space in my car, put some stuff in storage, which is another state away, so I can't do that till New Year's. But like even like a 1-inch inflatable. Sorry, I have like a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch thermarest, but like a 2 or 3-inch inflatable mattress that you have to pump up, I would lug that pump around. I'm lugging stuff I don't use, like files for Social Security and old screenplays that are printed. So, yeah, so my back hurt, and then so I was compensating. I was making sure to use my legs a lot on every lift to protect my back, and then my right knee, which is an ongoing issue for over a decade, my right knee started to hurt, so then I started to favor my left leg, which was gravy, until I was picking up cases of water and spinning, pivoting off my left leg to go walk down an aisle. Picking them up off the bottom of a cart, pivoting, and that pivot, I tore my ankle up. Like 3 times it hurt when I did that, and I kept thinking like, don't do that, fix that. But people are rushing down this really narrow aisle trying to get past you, so like a good 3 times, a solid 3 times I hurt my ankle that way. And I was so warm and blood flowing during the shift that I didn't really notice the damage I had done until I was in line at Chipotle. And I been limping since. And DoorDashing, the problem with DoorDashing wasn't even the stairs so much as I drive manual, so hitting the clutch. I had like tons of stop signs and speed bumps, so I had to bail and just come to wait at Walmart an hour early and do this video. So I'm happy to be with you guys. Full circle. Walmart plays like music and like advertisements in their parking lot. I think it's like it must be a corporate strategy to like keep the homeless out. But honestly, I've been out here in my car in all different places. That insanity is like, that's low grade. That's not really a deterrent. If you're in the wild, people can park next to you and do insane stuff, like beaters with engines that are like outrageously loud, or playing music, or talking. I mean, just people talking can drive you crazy when it's dark outside. Voices travel really far at night, so I don't know. Let's see, what are we on? Day 21 was Thursday, so 22, 23, 24. Oh, it's day 23, it's Saturday. That gas card's really crucial because right now it's the weekend, so I have 2 shifts that haven't been paid yet through daily pay. And I still have like $40 left, but I didn't have to worry. Well, now 53 with the DoorDash, but I didn't have to worry about buying my cigarettes this morning because I know I got gas on the card and I have a full tank right now, but I don't know. I still want to eat at Chipotle, but they don't open till 11. Library doesn't open till, I think, 10 or 9. I think it's 10, but I really want to check actually because I'm in this town again. I forget this town. I almost forgot dashing, like how to do it. 10 a.m. Yeah, from up where I am, I'm like 45 minutes from the forest. 30 to 45 probably, so if I leave town at noon, I could do my 2 hours at the library. So it'll be 6. I won't finish at Walmart packing up all the victuals because my car's packed tight. I won't finish that till 7, so then I got 3 hours between 7 and 10. And there's one more place to go before the library. I think it was Walmart, but I could go eat. Oh yeah, I gotta eat after the library. I guess I'll spend like an hour less at the library than go eat at Chipotle when it opens. That's funny. I get to do the disinfecting my mess kit today, and it needs it. That's Whisper Light 3. And then Whisper Light 4 and 5, that's what I'm going into Walmart to buy. Oh, and it's day of, so I'm actually going to buy fresh broccoli to mix with like a fettuccine Alfredo packet. That's going to be fly, so I'll do that tonight. And then tomorrow will be souped up ramen, even better ramen, with a can of beef. I like the green color, spicy chili ramen. And then can of mixed vegetables that has celery in it. That's key. I'm most looking forward to the celery. I think I could do eggs, like hard-boiled eggs would be really smart to freeze. Hard-boil them and then freeze them and then bring them camping to drop into ramen because they'd stay frozen all day. And then at dinner time, whatever thaw they still need to do, they would do in the boil. I think that would be really, really clever. But I don't have freezers, and I don't have stove to hard boil stuff. But yeah, fresh eggs I could do if I bought ice. I'm not gonna do that this time. Like the 7th or 8th video will be ramen with fresh eggs. Today we're just gonna, or tomorrow we're just gonna try to make it better than we did last time by putting in the noodles last. It's really counterintuitive, but I'm gonna put the meat and the mixed vegetables to get them up to 200 degrees or whatever, hot. Bring the water back to a boil and then put the noodles on top because I want them al dente and mushy noodles are gross. Wow, someone's running. It's weird who you see at the witching hour. It's like DoorDashers, homeless people, and I guess someone running with their shirt off. He looks like he's in good shape. So my ankle complicates things. It is drama because so I prefer sleeping in my car now. My back hurts either way, whether I'm in my car or laying in my tent. And it's not even edema anymore. I need to elevate my ankles so the swelling goes down so that I can work Monday. And then I got 4 days in a row coming up that following Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I need to do everything possible in the next 6 days. First, in the next 2 days to report to work and not be, like if I have to do beverage again, to not be broken. Although I'll tell them if I'm broken, I'll tell them why. And then I get 3 days more rest. So I need to elevate pretty much every night, but I really prefer sleeping in my car. So I don't know what exactly to do. It's kind of a pickle. I think I'm gonna spend these next 2 nights in the second forest. But then like that Monday night after I work, that might be a really good night too, unless my ankle's really hurting, then I need to go camping forest number 1. But Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. I'm just like looking for nights to sleep in my car now. It's not even that comfortable. It's just comfortable environmentally because it's more quiet and I don't have to pitch the tent. That's the one bonus with the ankle. Bending down to put in the tent poles and then like carrying all my stuff in and out of my tent. That's a big wear and tear on the ankle. Like my ankle hurts so much, I'm filming this video far away from the front door of Walmart, but I'm gonna pull all the way up as far as I can get. Right by a cart returns, so I don't have to carry my groceries at all when I get out. But I gotta preserve the ankle. So my goal with money is actually to earn what's called a QC, a quarter covered. 1 QC for Social Security Disability Insurance. That's the one where you're not poor, you actually earned money and then became disabled. I became disabled in 2011, and I had loads of QCs from a desk job where I was making like 75 to 100 grand. But I became uninsured during a period of unemployment, and then now I have the opportunity to become reinsured because all of this restaurant work and a little bit of work this year. I only need 1 QC. I only need to make $1,800 this year. And I just did all the math, and I've already made 900 something. So I need $900 more to make. So my ankle couldn't come at a worse time because I can't lose my job right now. I need the $900 is like 4 weeks of work. So it's like November 8th. So I need to work till like December 15th. So I missed already from the mental hospital 2 unexcused absences. So like, I can't really be putting in a waiver for like ankle swelling, ankle sprain. So I'm praying. I got to put it in God's hands for my ankle to last me through Monday and then get better Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when I'm off. But hey, you couldn't ask for a better setup going into your 4 days straight to try to recuperate an ankle. I'm gonna wear shoes. My sandals really put load on my ankle because they're flip-flops, so your ankle lands at all different angles on them. So I'm gonna wear shoes 24/7, which is gonna make my feet stinky and bacterial. But we're trade-offs. We're trading off. We gotta prioritize. I've been prioritizing my feet airing out, and I gotta prioritize ankle stability. So I got my runners on, but I think my runners are like, my heel pokes out a little too much from them. So I'm actually probably gonna wear my work shoes. I'll be in these black non-slip kitchen shoes in the National Forest, which is pretty funny. They're gonna get dusty, and I'm not gonna clean them. I'm gonna show up to my work with dusty, muddy, non-slip kitchen shoes and make people wonder. So that's the plan there. Yeah, life's good. I've been like pontificating or thinking about, like daydreaming about getting a place or leaving. Mostly because my ankle hurts and I'm like, man, I'm doing my best and I'm still miserable and struggling. I want to go to the Southwest, mainly Southern California, and then work my way up the Rockies through like Utah, Colorado, and then Idaho, Montana. Wyoming, I guess. I don't know if I guess they got BLM land in Wyoming. I never considered that. I don't think there's much wind protection, so it's probably like super cold. You can't find like a sheltered, natural shelter. But yeah, I think pretty soon. So if you go look in the description, there's ideas about like what videos I can do. So we got Whisperlight series, the tiny cooking stove. This is the homeless 40 days and 40 nights. And then after that, it's like, what's next? But I think like by 5, somewhere between my 5th and 10th series, I want it to be me building a cabin. And not like a super rustic saw by hand log cabin. I've seen those. I'm gonna build a cabin I'm actually gonna live in 365 days a year. And it might have electricity. It's definitely gonna have propane. A massive propane tank. I've lived in a cabin that was built by a man who built about 5 of them on his own land, and he just kept experimenting. So I lived in probably his best one. It was one of the smaller ones, but it was his best one. It had a wood stove for heating, propane, tiny little propane heater as backup. Well, the wood stove was actually backup, but I used it as my primary source. He didn't like that. which is counterintuitive. Both propane and chopped wood were included, but if I'm chopping my own wood, I agree with him, I would rely on the propane. But you can run a fridge off propane, I've said that before. I don't need a washer dryer, like I just need to be close to town for washer dryer, for drinking water. I would collect in reservoirs. I think you don't even need, land is like kind of the thing. I want to get really nice land that's probably not on utilities. So I'd probably do solar electricity. And the cabin, I'd wanted to actually have a door to the bedroom. That's the thing. It would still be small, because the bigger it is, the more expensive it is to heat in terms of volumetric propane, which means you need to refill more often, which means you need to plan around muddy roads, like whether the truck can get in. During the winter, you need like a full winter's tank of propane. So, but then for bathroom, you can do septic. So it'd probably be septic, bathroom, propane heat, and solar electricity. And with solar electricity, I don't know if you can have a fridge yet. I don't know this day and age if you can have a fridge, but it wouldn't be crazy to just like go off pantry food all summer and fresh veggies when I'm in town, or garden. I could garden, and then all winter you have a freezer. Your outside's a freezer, so you just dig a little hole like outside your front door and put your meat and stuff in there, meat and eggs, and I don't know it exactly, but you get the point. Like, the way to build a cabin from where I'm coming from is without utilities. Turn it into YouTube content, and like I said, like I'm not trying to make it'll be artistic in my own way, but it's not going to be like outdoor porn. You're not going to hear the wood saw. I'm not going to hand saw wood. That's retarded. I'm going to borrow tools. I'm going to rent tools. I'll use space age adhesives, insulation, but we'll go from 0 to 60 real quick here, because that's really what I want to do. I want to make a permanent shelter that's mine, that I don't have to pay rent for. If there's any rent, I want it to be property taxes, my own property taxes with the state or county. I want it to be my ledger, no landlord. So we're trying to save up like $1,000 here at our stocking job, and then we're gonna become a Bedouin. But along the way, we need to find a real job. Hopefully it's YouTube content. Hopefully it's TikTok creator revenue. That's what I really hope, because I'm an artist. That's a real job for me. That's not like a side gig. That feeds me. That's vocational. But if that doesn't work, like stocking's okay. Like making $15 an hour is good for stocking, but I probably need like a $20, $25 an hour job to work part-time and build up the money to do to buy the land and do the cabin. So I'm just daydreaming about that, because where I'm at, life's not that good. I feel like they send people to sweep around cars, because there's nothing to sweep up. She just looked dead at me to make sure I'm not doing drugs, I guess. I'm just waiting for the store to open. Maybe she was sweeping. See, that's salience. That's assuming. Well, she did give me like a weird look. I suppose if I didn't look at her, she wouldn't have looked at me, but I need to buy victuals. I got 30 more minutes to wait. I'll tell you all what I'm getting. I won't show it to you, because that just like, that blows my spot as a vlogger wherever I am. But it's a good list. Hang in there. It's 2 gallons of water for sure. That'll last me all Friday, Saturday. Yeah, and I'll fill up I have 2 liters that I'll fill at the library, and then I might even fill it, no, and then I got a half gallon, so I'll have 3 gallons of water for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's good enough. Like, if I'm really short on water Sunday, I'll just drive into town and make my way to Forest Number 1 to get close to work for Sunday night. Oh, never mind, it's Saturday already. Yeah, I'll have plenty of water. I'll have cooking water and drinking water. I'm gonna buy garlic and turmeric powder because inflammation seems to be a big problem for me. So like turmeric's a big deal, garlic's a big deal for that, but also flavor. And here's the funny thing with turmeric, I think like what's clever about it is my mess kit will be orange until it's sparkling clean. So it'll be a good like thermometer on whether I've actually cleaned my mess kit and gotten all the grease off, because the grease will be like highlight neon orange. That's cool, right? That's a tip. If that works, that's a major tip for people car camping or backpacking. I'm gonna buy 2 tuna packs for the cooler, just for a day I don't cook. Same with one can of chicken for a day I don't cook. And then my favorites right now are canned peaches. So I'm definitely gonna get one of those. And then can of pineapples, small can of corn, all for the pantry. Breakfast bars worked really well. I use them as snacks on break at work, but I also like I eat them for breakfast and then I eat them for a late night snack. Like I brought one in the tent 2 different nights in a row, and I woke up like starving. So I think I really am burning a lot of calories. If I feel like it, I'm gonna buy a can of Pringles when I pass them instead of Chex Mix. That'll just be some normalcy, because I used to eat Pringles. Like the day I would shop, I'd buy a can of Pringles and eat it when I got home. So it'd be nice just to have Pringles, and they store well. Way better than a normal bag of chips. And then my vitamin C shots, the 6-pack of orange juice blend, orange, apple, and grape blend with 130% vitamin C. Yeah, and then beans and rice is meal 1, and then Alfredo with broccoli with a can of chicken is meal 2, and then meal 3 is that ramen I talked about with canned beef and mixed vegetables. So that's it. I'm gonna get like a tiny can of tomatoes or tomato paste to put in my beans and rice, as well as like a tiny can of green chili if I can find it. Where I stock, they have it, so I don't know if this location has them. I bet they do. We'll see. Kidney beans is what I'm gonna go with for my beans and rice. And then the rice is tricky because they have like minute rice, they have 3-minute rice, they have 5-minute rice. I think 3 minutes my sweet spot, because that's about how long the ramen took to cook. Shit, the ramen actually was ready in a minute in boiling water, so minute rice might be actually what I should go for. And then I'd do the same thing. I'd warm up the beans till the water's boiling, and then go in reverse order and add the rice last. So minute rice, yeah, I'll write that down. Minute rice. And I want to buy Spanish minute rice, but like I don't need it to be seasoned, because I'm gonna have garlic, turmeric, and chili powder. And then if the green chilies and tomatoes come through, I mean, that's an awesome meal. Relatively lower protein than when I add a can of meat, but some days I don't need to have protein at lunch and dinner, or meat at lunch and dinner, so that's the theory there. So that's what we're waiting for, to go into Walmart. And I don't know, man, the tone of these videos has shifted. Like, I'm not in a mental health emergency. I'm in a practical matters emergency. Like, my ankle is my biggest problem. Like, my life would be actually so easy and boring if my ankle weren't a problem this weekend, and likely into next week. But I'll update you tomorrow. Hopefully, like, it gets majorly better. It got better, but I pushed DoorDashing. And again, it was the driving that was most painful, but the stairs hurted a lot too. So Yeah, I don't just want to fill airtime. What am I grateful for? That I made it through the 4-day work week. I guess I am in a small way, or like medium way, neutral way, grateful that I have 4 days in a row starting next Friday. I'm both grateful and looking forward to that there's another class of seasonal employees at my place that got trained, or orientation Thursday, Friday. So they're going to start showing up at work next week. And I'm grateful and looking forward to that because it'll take some heat off me. I'm not the new guy anymore. I'm the 1 month veteran. So there'll be new people. They'll be making the managers upset. I'll already know a lot of stuff. And I'm looking forward to meeting them because I haven't made any friends. I've made like acquaintances that are kind to me. There's 3 of them now. But maybe someone in the new seasonal class would actually be way more my speed and interested in being my friend rather than the other way around. So we'll see. I told you I kind of gave up on making friends there, but I'm looking forward to the possibility. It's just a roll of the dice. It's kind of exciting. I'm looking forward just to meeting them, seeing if anyone works in my department, and then even if it's like a wacko, bad to work with, that's like the spice of life. So I'm looking forward, for better or worse, to figure out if we get someone on the team and who they are. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to paying my car insurance bill. That's been something hanging over my head. And that comes up next Friday, Saturday. I'll be paying it. It's due Saturday, but like, I think the money I use for it, well, we're actually testing that today. The money I use for it will be earned Friday, and then I might have to pay the $2.99 fee if I can, even if I don't even know if I can on Saturday. If you pay the $2.99 fee, if you can get Friday's earnings on Saturday. But that'll make me feel like an adult, because that's catching up on car insurance while homeless. That's a big deal. I'm looking forward to eating Chipotle for the 5th day in a row. Let me make sure they have one up here. I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm pretty damn sure, but I just gotta double check. Yeah, it's actually pretty close to the Walmart, so that's good. So I'm gonna make a little list. This is how we do it. We talk to you guys. We park outside Walmart. So victuals, library, Chipotle, and we're still looking for something to do in between library opens and when we're done getting our victuals. Well, I definitely can pick where I'm gonna pick camp spot. I have little red dots like marked on my own Google Maps on my phone of my 7 options. So I'm probably gonna like pick a mixture of what saves gas and what's like scenic and maybe out of the way because it is the weekend. But sometimes the least scenic one is the one with spots on a weekend, because all the families want like to be by the lake. So victuals is number 1. Pick a camp spot's number 2. Library's number 3. Chipotle's number 4. And the forest is number 5. I don't need to get gas. I got that yesterday. And I'm planning on getting to the forest around 12:30 or 1. So we'll definitely have time to disinfect and cook. That's a load off. I'm looking forward to making the Alfredo with fresh broccoli, raw broccoli. I think that's really clever. And I think that could be a really good video. Go watch the other cooking videos. Watch number 1. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but watch number 1. For sure, watch number 1 of the Whisper Light series. I might call it like Tiny Stove Camp Cooking or something. I need keywords that normal people understand that aren't backpackers. Whisper Light is like a code word. Brainstorm with me in general. What else can we do in between checking our socials and making our videos and when library is open on our off days from our retail job? Oh, well, Walmart victuals is going to include packing them into my car. Oh, I do need to No, I don't need to reorganize my car because it's ready to be unloaded directly into a campsite. I might write down elevate ankle. I'll put a question mark. And I'll go to my master days and dates to see if there's anything written down for today. Yeah, check daily pay. Well, I don't want to leave you guys, I never do. You keep me company. I think I'm just gonna hang out with you guys, but I need fresh air, so the AC's about to click a little bit. Turn it down if you don't want to hear it. I'm gonna get the iced tea from the trunk. I got one more. Speaking of salience, I think I know why that woman might have looked at me. So I'm gonna change for sure. Because I wore the same bright blue hoodie last time I was here. Put that out of the way so it's not able to be seen. I have no other options though. I can't burn the gas to go 50 miles round trip to another Walmart. What are y'all up to right now? What are y'all doing? Driving a truck? Delivering mail? Cooking? Browsing TikTok or Twitter? Tell me. Comment. We'll look at places to go now. Let's fix my TikTok settings. I'm an hour plus away from all my spots. It's way more than I thought. Okay, I'm 48 minutes from one of them. That's the one I'm gonna pick. So let's call it an hour, because I gotta drive up the dirt road. Yeah, I'll be there between 1:30 and 2. That's crazy. It's not even 6 a.m. I got stuff to do until 2 p.m. All right, 8 more minutes. I just took my blood pressure medication. I normally wait until after work because of the up and down stocking. Gives you crazy head rushes and dizziness, but I've been smoking a lot and I got a stressful morning, so it's gonna help me. I only take it once a day. I think I might go to another store, but they don't open. That's the only problem. Let's see if the grocery store is open. Okay, they have the same hours. I'm gonna go there. I'll tell you why once I roll the windows up. It'll be all new products, maybe a little more pricey, but I'll buy whatever's on sale. Okay, so spill the beans time. Last time I was here, I threw out 2 gallons of piss. They were like half full, but I threw them into oh my God, I threw them into the trash can in the parking lot, and I'm sure I was on camera and everything. And the people that sweep the parking lot have to empty those trash cans, so they were probably like, if they connected the dots and they saw it, they're like, the guy in the blue hoodie is back, and she walked all the way to my car to sweep up one thing. I don't think that was a mistake. It could have been, but I'm here at like the same time before the store opens, so I'm gonna move down the road to a grocery store instead of Walmart. And the only tricky part is like, I don't know where stuff is, and I don't know like the super good deals, but I'm not buying that much. I'm spending food stamps. It is real money to me though, but like the gallons of water should be the same price, and then everything else I can just kind of fudge based on what's available. The only thing that Walmart really has good is a tip. Their generic canned meat is like super cheap. It's like $1 and change rather than $3. So I'll have to be picky with that. Like that souped up ramen with the beef stew or canned beef, like I'm not gonna find exactly what I want. I may find something better. It might be more premium, but probably not. So, all right, we're gonna hit the road to the grocery store. It'll be open by the time we get there. Love you guys. Subscribe more than anything. Don't send a donation today. Just subscribe on YouTube. Go to YouTube/@lastspotontheleft and subscribe and play 6 hours of videos. That's what I need more than anything. I need to hit 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. That's 6 hours each. So go be a founding fan. Go do that for your man. Do that for Last Spot on the Left. If you feel the vibe, if you're out here on the road or in your car or on the street, well, I gotta say, there's 2 types of being homeless. I realize there's on the street and in your car. So you can say on the road, and one's way harder than the other. They're both homeless, but I think when we say homeless, we really think about on the street, and I'm not on the street. If I did become on the street, it would be an emergency situation, and my family would intervene. I'm not a drug addict, so I wouldn't choose that. No one in my network would choose that for me. It's way harder to stay clean and like hygienic and not get infections and stuff and not get robbed. Anyways, going to the grocery store, getting these victuals, and I'll update you tomorrow about all I did at camp, cooking wise, and any beautiful things we find in the forest. Peace out.